Is this the worst LEGO Star Wars set of all time? Let's talk about it. Hello everybody, the Brickologist here with another breaking LEGO Star Wars news video. Today we got the official reveal from LEGO available for pre-order now of set number 75392, and this is called the Creative Play Droid Builder. Now, a few months ago, when we first started getting rumors for the August wave of Star Wars sets, we knew the set number, we knew the price point, and we knew it was a quote-unquote buildable creature. A lot of people were suspecting a buildable Ewok. They haven't done that yet, and I think that would have been a very natural thing to create. I was crossing my fingers for something from the prequel trilogy, but I knew that was fairly unrealistic. Maybe a buildable chopper, that would have been a cool companion piece to go with R2-D2 and the buildable C-3PO we're also getting later this summer. But instead, we get this Creative Play Droid Builder, which does feature a buildable chopper, but in the worst possible way. I'm not joking when I say that this is one of the worst LEGO Star Wars sets ever created. I did my top 10 worst sets list a couple of months ago, and I guarantee you if this had been revealed at that point in time, I would have included it on this list, and it might have been sniffing the #1 spot because it's that terrible. Some specifics on this set: it has 1,186 pieces and will retail for $100, which, first off, that is a good price to part ratio. I have to give credit where credit is due. That being said, based on the size of the individual builds in this set, I do not see $100 worth of plastic included here. These droids look tiny. Honestly, I don't think I would pay any more than like 20 bucks for one of these droids, and that is a bit of a stretch. I think $15 would have been a more appropriate price for these individual builds. So if each droid is worth about 15 bucks, combine that to 4 of them plus a minifigure and the extra accessories, and the most I can see this set going for is maybe $70, $75, so this thing is horrifically overpriced. And unfortunately, the price is not the biggest issue with this set, because the builds just don't look good at all. We, one, have another brick build R2-D2. If that sounds familiar, it's probably because we just got one in March. This is the second 25th anniversary of LEGO Star Wars set to include a brick build R2-D2, and it's only been 3 years since the UCS version came out back in 2021. LEGO is pumping out a ton of these, and if this one were really cheap and really affordable, that would have been okay for kids to be able to get an R2-D2 for like 15 to 20 bucks. But he is packaged in with this big $100 set, which doesn't help anything whatsoever. We also get QT-KT, who is a cool astromech droid from the Clone Wars. There's a really cool story behind that, and we're also rumored to be getting a figure of her later this year, and I'm excited for that figure, but once again, the build does not look very good. We also get RJJ2, who appears to be kind of an Imperial astromech droid, who I think looks the worst out of all 4 of these builds. And then last and best is the chopper build, which, one, I am excited that we're getting a chopper, and I think he lends himself to this kind of chibi design a little bit more than the other astromech droids. That being said, he doesn't look great. His head looks very wonky and weird to me, and it's just really disappointing, in my opinion, to finally get a brick-built chopper, but instead of an actual committed, pseudo UCS design, we get this dinky little thing. I don't like the builds of this set at all. And then there are the accessories. Yeah, the accessories. I was not expecting this, and LEGO just went nutso here. Basically, there are a bunch of additional pieces included with this set to create outfits for your astromech droids. Astromech droids love wearing clothes in Star Wars canon. Some of the accessories include a fake mustache, a cowboy hat, a cap that kind of looks like Ash Ketchum's, which is interesting. There's a top hat, there's another hat with a flower in it, there's a bow tie, there are glasses, there's like a wand, there's an ice cream cone. What is happening here? I understand this is probably meant for kids, and kids might have fun with this, but I know if I were a child, I would just want a normal Lego Star Wars thing. I wouldn't want R2-D2 wearing a mustache disguise. This is just so ludicrous to me, and I'm sure part of the reason for the $100 price point is the jacked up piece count because of all these extra accessory items that are ultimately probably just going to end up in a storage bin. And maybe the most ridiculous item here is a rubber ducky to go around the waist of one of these astromech droids. What are we doing, Lego? I just don't really have words for this. Finally, because Lego is greedy and they want us to buy these terrible sets, they included an anniversary figure here. And it's a very strange choice. This is young Leia and her droid Lola from the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV show that came out on Disney Plus a couple years ago. Now, I've gone on record before my videos saying the Obi-Wan show sucked. I did not like that show whatsoever. I found it horribly disappointing, and frankly, I never once thought, oh, I really want a Lego minifigure of young Leia. There were other characters in that show that I honestly would love to see as figures, some of the other Inquisitors maybe, but nope, we get young Leia. And frankly, while the young actor actually did a respectable job in Obi-Wan Kenobi, I found the inclusion of Leia in that series to just be forced in nostalgia bait that added nothing to the story and just kind of dragged on the plot and took away from Ewan McGregor as the main character. So I'm not a big fan of young Leia from that show. Her droid was, Disney's next attempt to make BB-8 or Chopper happen. It's a cute little droid, but it didn't really do anything for me. I do think the Lego droid, while it is just a print, it looks pretty cool. I'm not too upset about that. The young Leia figure, though, I mean, at first glance, I don't think I could have told you who this was. The torso print is very generic. The face and hair are incredibly generic. It just kind of looks like some random little girl. There's very little indication here that it is young Leia outside of them, just telling us that it is young Leia. It's a really plain and boring figure, and this is by far the worst anniversary figure of the bunch. Frankly, all the other anniversary figures have been awesome. I mean, we got Cal Kestis, we got Fives, we got Darth Malak. There have just been some incredible anniversary figures. But here we get young Leia, and she looks pretty awful, if you ask me. So you're probably like, Lee, why are you so frustrated? Don't buy this set, just skip this set. Well, unfortunately, there's just something wrong with the hardwiring of my brain where if Lego does something like an anniversary figure collection, I gotta catch them all. Wrapping things back in with that Ass Ketchum looking hat. I need the complete collection of these anniversary figures or else my brain is just going to hurt. So that means I need to get this Leia figure. And I'm just crossing my fingers that this set is so bad that the Leia figure is not worth all that much, because we have seen some crazy aftermarket prices for Fives and Darth Malak. Both of those guys are worth like $60, which is crazy. I'm hoping Leia doesn't go over like 20 or 30. And if she is that inexpensive, I'm just gonna buy her on eBay or Bricklink because I don't feel like spending $100 on this trash heap of a set. If she is worth like $50 to $60, I might just have to wait until this set goes on some kind of clearance and then bite the bullet and then just maybe use the pieces for mocks or something. But overall, not a great figure, terrible, terrible set, horrible value. This is easily the worst Lego Star Wars set of the year, and it might be the worst Lego Star Wars set ever made. I hate this thing with a burning passion, but those are just my thoughts. Please tell me yours in the comment section down below. Thank you all so much for tuning into today's video. Have a great rest of your day. Peace out. God bless. Bye-bye.